Hello, and welcome to an overview of cover letters by the Career Services and Advising Center. So the first thing I want to talk about is why write a cover letter at all? Um, so sometimes when you submit an application, you'll see that submitting a cover letter is optional. I always say include it because you never know who is reading your application. I have heard HR professionals say, no, of course you don't need a cover letter. All I look at is your resume. But I've also heard the same number of HR professionals say, the cover letter is really important, that they won't even look at a resume unless they've read through the cover letter and it's clear that this person has thought about the job description and can communicate effectively in a written way. So your cover letter is a one-page document, approximately 3 to 4 paragraphs. It lets you personalize your application, let them know that you've read the job description and you've thought about how you match up with that and how your skills would be a good match for the position. It lets them see a little bit of your personality and makes them want to meet you in person. And again, it can serve as that writing sample so that they know that you're not just saying you have great attention to detail, but you can actually demonstrate it. When you are writing a cover letter, you want to write a customized, unique letter for each position that you're applying to. You don't just want to write a generic letter and send it out to everyone because it's really apparent when you've sent out a form letter that is not personalized in any way to the company or what they're looking for in the job description. If you're going to write a generic cover letter, you might as well not write one at all. So, how do we customize the cover letter? You want to use the job description. Read through it, highlight what are they looking for, what are the key skills they want to see that this person has. And I recommend use a T-chart. Write out what are the key things that the employer is looking for, and then think about your qualifications and how they might match up. And sometimes you're going to be looking for transferable skills here. So if they are looking for someone with great communication skills, maybe you'll talk about your customer service job or being an RA or an orientation leader and how those communication skills can be used from one position and would serve you well in this other position. So go through and just match up. What are you looking for? Here's an example of how I have that skill and why I'm a great fit for this team. More so than just saying I have great writing skills is to say, I wrote for the school newspaper and have taken several courses in writing professionally. So you want to not just say, but show how you have these skills. Okay, so I have included in the description of this video a link to our cover letter resource guide with a template of what professional cover letter looks like. But you will include your contact information and the date. And then when you write your salutation, if you know the name of who you're writing to, use it. If you know that the hiring manager is Jane Doe, you will write Dear Jane Doe. If you don't know who you're writing to, you can always use Dear Hiring Manager or Dear Search Committee. But if you do know who you're writing to, use it. It personalizes that letter. All right, in your first paragraph, you want to make sure to mention which position you are applying to and how you heard about it, particularly if you heard about it through a network connection. If you learned about this position because your friend works there or you met a recruiter at an event, make sure you let them know how you may have a connection to that position. Include the school you go to and the major and degree you're working on, as well as why you want to work for the organization or what draws you to this position. In your second paragraph, this is where we're pulling out the T-chart and talking about how your experiences and skills match up with the qualifications for the job. This is where you're going deeper than, say, your resume. Your resume is just the facts, and then your cover letter lets you fill in and paint a more descriptive picture of what you mean. So there are opportunities here to add things that may not be in your resume. Things like working on group projects or certain classes you've taken or individual examples of times that you solved problems. Your third paragraph is where you thank the reader for their consideration, express your enthusiasm for that position again, and provide your contact information. So that looks like, um, thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any further questions, you can reach me at phone number and email. Finish it with a professional sincerely and your name. And remember that you do not have to do this all on your own. I think people get really intimidated by cover letters and get really bogged down. And sometimes the best way to get started on a cover letter is to just start brainstorming with another person. Try describing to someone else why you would be so good for this job. And then jot down those notes. You can also reach out to our office and book a one-on-one virtual meeting. You can call our office number and leave a voicemail with your phone number or email and what you are looking for, and we'll get back to you. You can also schedule an appointment through SSC Campus by going to that website there and following the directions. You can also email the Career Center at careercenter@fitchburgstate.edu, and we will match you up with a career advisor and get you going that way. And then you can always check out any jobs or internships on Handshake. And yeah, good luck.